Hello everybody and welcome to qualifying for the Simraceway Sunday race off. Another great event on the cards here. It's the Evo event, so the 3 races down, 3 to go. We've seen 3 very good races already. Let's see what the next 3 can bring. This time though it's a Mitsubishi Evos making their way around the Zandvoort circuit. We've got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, and then of course a big announcement before the final race as well. My name's Liam Jenkins and I'll be calling all of the action for you over the next half an hour or so. Let's take a look there as the first set of lap times come in. So after the first qualifying lap, then a time of 2 minutes and 1 second is the fastest from Lolin Fox. B1386 there in second, Ragster third. We've got Rolls Boys in P4 there with a good name, I like the pun. P5 for King Dio, P6 for Merger 88, Shadow Bounty in 7th, and then 8th place RKO 72. 9th is Bill 79, and that rounds out our runners for the moment. These guys, of course, running the full out of the circuit. Roughly a 2 minute 1 second lap is what the current pace is looking like. So, with the amount of lap times we have here today as well, you're looking like it's got to be about, I don't know, about a 20-minute race-ish. You're looking at maybe 16 to 20 minutes. So, plenty to play for sure. We'll see what the drivers can do. But 20 minutes in these Evos is a very difficult thing indeed. I don't think anyone knows how difficult they are to drive. Not the fact they're a difficult car to drive, but it's when you've got 6, 7 other cars in a group with you all battling for position, banging doors, trying to intimidate you off your own racing line. There is so much that can go wrong, and anything that can happen usually probably will. So we'll wait and see how that goes at the moment. And a big slide there from Nelsenio. And now we just have to hopefully wait and see what the rest of the field can accomplish as they tried to catch Lolin Fox's time, and someone's very close, but they're close to each other. They're still 0.5 of a second off of what Lolin Fox is doing. So Lolin Fox has really got this lap nailed down, and everyone already knows how difficult it can be to get yourself to the front of that field and to keep it, because the Evos are so evenly paced. The track is so difficult to find time on that if you can't get the time going, then you're going to end up somewhere in the midfield, and we've seen some big names not make it into the top 5 before. And now as time wears on now, we've got ourselves a little bit of time to go before we come towards the end of this qualifying session, which gives us almost a little bit of time as well to talk about this new format, which is the Friday Night 5. It starts at 10 AM Pacific time, or I believe it's 6 PM British Standard Time. Everyone meets on the Simraceway website. There are 17 driver slots available with 5 live marshalled races with the Mitsubishi Evo car, the one you're witnessing right now, with 5 tracks, 1 for each race, so 5 different circuits. It's a $5 entry fee for each race, with a $74 prize pool for each race. So imagine it really as a little bit of poker mixed with Simraceway, and for me that sounds like a good / bank breaking lineup, since I'm no good at the racing part. So if you think that's going to be your thing, head over to the forums at community.simraceway.com and give that a check out. It's definitely going to be an event you want to get involved in. Chance to win some big cash prizes with some big names in Simraceway, and have a laugh while you do it as well. So be sure to go and check that one out. But as we come towards the end of this qualifying session, then 2 minutes 45 to go. Each driver has done roughly 3 laps at this stage, with this top time still being set by Lolin Fox, but only by 1.5 of a second as opposed to what it was before. So he is making progress at B1386 in terms of catching the man on pole. The rest of the drivers are getting closer. We've got approximately 0.9 of a second though between the top 5. We know that won't really matter when it comes to the race, because the Evos are generically cars which will stick together. They're very easy to pull alongside with, which means overtaking can be quite easy. But when it comes to it on a circuit like this, it's not exactly going to be a walk in the park, and I'm sure a lot of drivers are going to find out the hard way as King Dio makes his way to P3, Ragster 4th, and Sega Dealer 5th, and they currently round out your top 5 as we head in towards the final few moments of this qualifying session. So 1 minute 38 seconds left of qualifying. And now the drivers starting to really try and get their laps on their fourth attempt at a lap now. Of course, 2 minutes a lap, so that'll be about 8 minutes plus your outlap as well, which you can understand that it's difficult in these Evos to get a lap in. You certainly have to be important to get that banker lap. If you can't get the banker lap in, you're going to have a very difficult and a very stressful qualifying session. And a bit slow there, actually taking a look at Mr. PA, but the majority of drivers are in a line, and you can see them circulating their way through the final part of the circuit, actually being led by our pole sitter conveniently, who's Lolin Fox. So right at the front of the field, he's going to come round the final couple corners now, 35 seconds left. I think he's going to get another lap in all honesty. Let's take a look at where Lolin Fox is at the moment in relation. He's got himself about 26 seconds left to go. I think he's going to do it. Oh, he's hit the wall though, and that's not going to help him at all. But yeah, he's going to do it. So where will the cut-off point be then? Since all the races are close together, Lolin Fox gets his lap. B13 gets his lap after Bill 79 pipped him last time round. King Dio's barely keeping the car. No, he's lost it. And that is going to be it, I'm pretty sure. There's under a minute left. You're not going to get the momentum down the straight. The checkered flag is out for King Dio. Right at the end of the session, a big blow there. Arceo 72 crosses the line, session over. So anyone that crosses the line from now will not get their second chance. Their last saving grace, as you will. However, Lolin Fox will do. He's still circulating at the moment, as will the rest of the top three. So we're just about to wait for Lolin Fox and the rest of the drivers to come towards the end of their hot laps, and it was so vital for them to cross the line before that 25-second mark, and the only man that didn't, unfortunately, was King Dio. So he's really on the edge of the seat right now, trying to see if he will come out in P4 or no, as drivers navigate their way to the end of the session through the chicane and over the anti-cut strip. Goes our current pole sitter, Lolin Fox. Is his fun about to be spoiled, or will he come away with a pole position? Here, ready for 9 laps off the Zandvoort circuit through the penultimate corner. He's going to come then. Let's see what he can do from here. Across the line he comes. Will this improve his time? He's only got 0.003 of a second. Bill got so close. And he doesn't improve. Where's Segania? They're all gone. Ragster has a chance. And I think, no, he doesn't improve either. I think that's it. It was so close in the end, but Lolin Fox takes pole position by 0.003 of a second. We'll be right back with the full race in just a moment. So hello everybody and welcome back to the Simraceway Sunday race-off for the fourth of the 6 races coming up here today. This time it is the return of the Mitsubishi Evos, and they have had quite a spree, haven't they, over the past few weeks, providing us with some absolutely brilliant racing. Are they about to do the same today after one of the closest qualifying sessions in history? Let's find out. We've now got the 4 red lights, the driver's revving up, and we're away. A great start there by Lolin Fox, and already one of the cars at the very back moves right over to the right-hand side of the circuit. And as they stream down into the first corner, very long run for the Evos. Side by side there for Bill 79, overtaking Sega Dealer to maintain second. He's now on the outside line. They'll flow through, no contact, clean start by all parties this far. And look at PA's trying to get involved there, and he just hasn't got the momentum he needs, unfortunately. Look at that 3 wide coming out there. That's with Nel Senor and Mr. PA, I think, with Suzuki LJ50, a latecomer in the very background. Rolls Boys, unfortunately, out of the race already after an incident early on. That could have been the car we saw going to the right. Whether there was contact with the wall or no is another issue, but King Dyer there battling away with B1386, and you can see already side by side being pushed to the outside. He's off the track there, and I'm sure there'll be a cheeky nug coming back there for King Dyer. He will not be happy with how he was treated there as Lolin Fox leads the field around. And a late dive from Arceo 72, and Dyer's gone the same, but this time to defend from Shadow Bounty instead of offense, and that is usually something you see someone attacking do, not someone who's trying to defend a position, not lunge down the inside the way he did. But even so, it got him the position and prevented the move. And a big lock up there as well by Suzuki LJ50 back in P11. But the main battle though is going on for P2 between Sega Dealer and Bill. And as the cars make their way towards the end of the first lap of the race, you can already see Sega Dealer starting to catch him down the main straight. We'll see if he can make a move into the first corner. I think he's a bit too far away at this stage, to be honest, but let's wait and see what he can do. And he didn't know how to get it done, unfortunately, but Sega Dealer looking a bit more feisty there to go for the bump. Needs to be careful. Ragster's there waiting for an opportunity. Ragster does seem to shine in these Evos. We are used to seeing that right now. Let's see what he can capitalise on this time round. As they come over the top of the hill, and you've just got to really wait and see what most guys can do, because it's at this stage in the race now where you start trying to plan what your race is going to be. Not everyone will be able to get themselves to the front of the field. Not everyone will be able to fight for a win. You've got to start doing damage limitation to yourself. Do you want to fight for a position, or do you want to hold up the guys behind you? It's that sort of strategy which is going to start coming into the back of the minds of these guys. So as you can see, King Dio again round the outside. It's not going to work. There's not enough room. He has to cut back underneath. He's lost the amount of time he needed, and now it's going to unfortunately fall a little bit further down the field. And King Dio looking like he's going to be under a bit of pressure there from Shadow Bounty though. A bit further back we've got the PA battle with now Senor Suzuki and Mergia 88. All those 3 drivers still only 6 seconds off the leader in a massive train, which spreads all the way out to Bill in second. So Bill is now fighting for Lolin Fox, and now look at this, he's actually got away from Sega Dealer and really trying to fight for the race win. Let's see where he can go from here then. He's gone look to the inside, and it's not going to happen through there, unfortunately, not in turn 1. And not when you're that far back. You need to be literally alongside them to make anything like that conceivable even work. As the rest of the drivers make their way through the first corner now. So we're approaching the halfway stage of the race, and now it's, as we say, the time where drivers start to, oh, a bit more aggressive, and a big lock-up there from Nelsenio. In fact, it was a huge lock-up. And he hasn't lost too much time, though, and he luckily avoided contact with any other cars. Even so, Zandvoort living up to the reputation of being a difficult circuit to make a pass at. And I think everyone already is well aware of the effect it can have. Tries to make you think outside the box, and drivers who aren't used to doing that are going to find themselves in a bit of a sticky situation today. And I think I've got to say at the moment, it truly is brilliant of how close these guys all are together. Just take a look at that, and Lolin Fox under pressure from Bill. The first time we've seen that. The thing is at the moment that all these drivers are this close and they can't get run on each other. They're all the same power. There's no differences in setup, anything like that. It's all down to who can manage to track the best. It's so difficult to gain time in these Evos, which is why these guys are struggling to do so right now. Why they're all there in, you know, their little two trains at the moment. You've got the Dio train, almost like the Dio Brigade there, from P7 all the way back, and then the top six headed at the moment by Lolin Fox. And it really is looking that way at the moment. The Bill 79 is the only man that can realistically challenge, and he's going to do that on the inside now, but he got it all sideways. It's too little. A bit of paint scratching there as off goes Segadila, and I think he may have even missed first corner there. I think he kind of wondered where that was. Anyway, able to maintain his position and keep himself going. And just trying to see what the other drivers are doing in that backpack as well. I was looking at, look at Shadow Bounty attacking PA, and a big mistake from PA. And that allowed, I think, Bounty to just pull alongside and maintain it, but he's on the outside line. They're almost 3 wide there. That's never going to work. PA in the bright blue Evo, of course, now being surpassed by Shadow Bounty in front of his foot. No, that's not going to work. That's an illegal move if I've ever seen one, to be honest. I think all 4 wheels were off. Shadow Bounty perfectly within his rights there to flash his lights. He's not happy with that at all. PA was off the circuit when he made the move, and he's obviously thinking otherwise. But even so, he's gone wide there, and I think that could be a little bit of karma. So that rear end train's looking hotter than ever as they make their way towards the end of lap 4. And you can see off goes King Dio in the background. He's escaped the train a little bit, and it's just been the Shadow Bounty Brigade. But, in all honesty, it's looking well, like a battalion instead of a brigade. It's a really intense situation for all of those drivers to be in. I don't think I could last, personally. It's very tense right now. Pierre has given the position back. We've just noticed that, so that's off there for racing respect. He's now being attacked by Suzuki. Drifts into turn 1. Ken Block, calm down if you're hiding behind the name of Shadow Bounty. You can't be drifting into corners like that. That was phenomenal. Back towards a bit further forward though in the battle for P5. Arceo 72 battling with Ragster at the moment. Let's see how that one pays out. I think at the moment Ragster's in control of the battle. He's got track position, and thing is that Zandvoort is such a narrow circuit, it's very difficult to pull alongside. I think that's right now, Arceo is struggling. In fact, all the drivers are struggling. Lolin Fox is still leading from pole position. He's never really looked back. Bill 79 has challenged, he just can't quite pull him alongside them. And look at the battle developing now at the front four. So I've just been watching King Dio trying to push his way to the front. He's currently in P7. He's a little bit too far away. He's 4 seconds away from B13. But if you look at the guys at the front, Bill 79 has got quite the train behind him now. Lolin Fox has slipped away. The hunter has become the hunted. And right now he's... I'm not sure if he can hold off Segadila for long. Segadila's got a great run into turn 1, but it's a use of momentum to pull out and lost the speed. You've seen that before, but he's got the inside line. He goes in late. Lolin Fox tries to wrap it round. He's trying. Lolin Fox has lost it. Segadila takes a position. And that's the first time I've seen that in a while, actually. A pass into turn 1, which has been successful. It's been very difficult to do that all race long here, and now it's not over for Lolin Fox. He's now under pressure from Braxter, and off in the background goes Archaea. There's some flashing of the lights. Someone's not happy. So look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a Mitsubishi Evo fight. 5 cars from 2nd to 6th, dueling away right now on lap 6 of 8 here in the 4th race in the Simraceway Sunday race-off. And you can see they're all starting to get a bit more aggressive now, a bit more edgy as the race draws to a close. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars there back as well. 5 if you count Nelsenia right at the back, and Jim Hall in P13, who's, well, 52 seconds off the lead. I don't really think he's going to play much of a factor. Bill 79 does have the lead though. Lolin Fox has made an error. Lolin Fox has made a big error, in fact. Now let's take a look at that, because something's gone on there. He's down to P3. We saw the Bill pass, and now you have to try and be very careful what happens now for Lolin Fox. He's only got a couple of laps to capitalise, and Bill 79 is pulling away like wildfire. Let's see if there was an error when they crossed the lap, and we can judge in terms of lap times. First place, Bill 79, 2:01.1, 2:01.0 from Segadila, and a 2:01.6. So it wasn't like a bad lap from Lolin Fox at any stretch of the imagination. 3 cars there again. Dueling straight away. We've got Shadow Bounty side by side there with Suzuki. Suzuki looking like he's going to be taking the fight there on the outside line. He has the inside line for the next corner. Oh, he's played that perfectly, hasn't he? Great run there by Suzuki out to P8. Shadow's still not quite happy with it though. On the inside goes Suzuki. Needs to be careful not to run too wide, because that could end up in a bit of a sticky situation. So we've just found out as well that Suzuki's actually on a controller, which is again very interesting. He's not on a wheel, and you can see already, yeah, the franticity of the wheel and the way it's moving. Great run, absolutely great run there by Suzuki to get himself into P8. It's only his 2nd or 3rd Sunday race-off, I believe, so really going strong here today. And we can see as well, hello to all the 52 people in the Simraceway chat room right now watching this race as Suzuki can't get the cut back underneath. The front 4 still unchanged. Bill, Segadila, Lolin Fox and Raxter. Raxter though really having a, oh, what a big nudge there from Archaea. He's not taking any trouble today, is he? I think Archaea right now may have just had enough of this race. He wants to get himself in the top 4. And he's, if I'm being patient, I think it's time for the aggression to come out. Archaea is pretty much done with playing Mr. Nice Guy in this battle. He realises the sense of urgency as we start the final lap. Something's got to give. You can see already Rax has gone to the inside. So very defensive drive there from the man in 4th position. And look how close they've gone to the wall there as well as B13. I think trying to defend away. Oh, that's not really going to go well through there for him. The man in the red car down in P6 trying to fight with Archaea at the moment. Shadow Bounty, Suzuki as well, trying to come up the inside. He still doesn't have the momentum he should do. Coming out of the corner again, that's just because of the downforce of these cars. They're so grippy, you can't get the power down earlier than your opponent. You both have the same advantage, and look at Suzuki trying to drift through the inside, over the bump he goes, but still great effort, it's got to be said. And now you can see then, final lap underway as we've said. But what the main man we're looking at is Bill 79 as Segadini goes up the inside of Lolin Fox. Big move there for P2. He holds on a little bit longer. Just a little bit. And now Lolin Fox tries to come back again. He wants that. You can almost sense a lead. The front three aren't separated by all that much as Bill looking to try and take a victory at the moment. Look at the skaggle there as well. Suzuki, Shadow and Marussia getting so close together. Marussia off the circuit there almost, but the main attention has to be into the final few corners now though. Because Bill 79 is going to come across the line. A winner, he flashes his lights, he's done it. He's held off the pack. And Bill 79 wins the Sunday race off. Segadini second, Lolin Fox in third, fourth place Ragster, fifth was Arceo, sixth place B13. 7th King Dio, 8th place Suzuki, 9th Shadow Bounty, 10th Mercia, 11th Nel Senor, 12th Mr. PA, 13th Jim Hall, and that rounds out our runners. Another great race by our Evo runners. 2 more races, 1 big announcement, and it's going to be a thrilling end to what's already been a fantastic night here in the Simraceway Sunday race-off. Go get some food and settle down because it's going to be a very bumpy ride here at Zandvoort.